Hello, and welcome to Anime Audio Commentary. Today I'll be commenting on Episode 10 of Konosuba Season 3. If you'd like to watch along, then start watching now. Oh wow, this has escalated real quick for the wedding to be going on right now. Oh dear. So if Kazuma and everyone else want to put a stop to this, they're probably going to have to crash the wedding. Ooh. Okay, so Kazuma's not willing to crash the wedding. I figure he's going to have to be convinced into this, but I feel like just for maximum drama, we're going to get maybe Aqua objecting to it when they ask if there's any reason why this couple should not be wed. That'd be pretty cool. Wait a minute, is he inventing bubble wrap? Huh. He's inventing it just for fun, not for hacking. I'm still just sort of stuck on the idea that Kazuma has decided to sell bubble wrap as a novelty from his own world. But I guess more importantly, they're learning something from the butler. I feel like, ooh. Oh dear. So what did, oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, Megman would actually make a terrorist threat. Oh my god, from a concerned wizard. Oh, there's no mistaking that identity. Oh, I was thinking, why would they show up and talk to Kazuma about this? But it should be obvious. It couldn't be anyone else. Oh man. While it was laudable of Megaman to try, maybe her methods were a bit immoral. Wow. So, whatever Aqua's doing here, what? Why is she not going for donations? Okay. Aqua, bless her heart, she's not very smart, but she's trying. I guess the idea is that darkness might be lured out by her act, but, to turn down donations, that seems like a real unforced error. You might as well get money for free. As entertaining as it is, I feel like Kazuma has the right idea. You need to wrangle your archpriest. You can't let them go out and do stuff like that on their own. It's been 3 days. Oh, wow. So, was she actually arrested or was she on the run? Man. You know, I'm a little disappointed we didn't see the arrest. That would have been pretty funny, I feel like. Although, maybe it was more effective to just hear, you know, effectively what was the bomb threat. Now, it is interesting that Megumin's giving him, like, a heart-to-heart here, like, calling him a jerk for not doing anything. And, you know, he is kind of a jerk. I feel like, he should be doing a little bit more than he currently is, but at the same time, you know, I kind of understand, like, he was told in pretty certain terms to butt out. I mean, at the same time, I do think it is mainly Kazuma just being lazy and uninterested. You know, it's not for good law-abiding reasons that he's not getting involved. But, you know, he's not involved so far. Like, obviously, if Darkness is getting married, she can't just not invite all these guys, regardless of what sort of a problem they would cause. Although it seems like maybe they weren't invited. You know, if Megumin says we need to crash the wedding... I mean, she's also saying she's gonna blow it all up, too. Like, that's not good. Yeah, you know, this is interesting because I feel like Darkness would invite her friends, if only as a perfunctory courtesy. You know, seeing as how the wedding is occurring at this point, I'm wondering, like, what's actually going to light a fire under Kazuma? Alright. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You know, he does care, but he is, I guess, sort of trying to be moral. To a degree, I guess. As much as he can. Alright. So, like, that's basically what we already sort of knew. It's an open secret that Alderp is a creep, but they can't do anything legally or morally. Dare I say it, is it time for another heist? Is it time for that, silver-haired phantom bandit to strike again? It might be just the time for that, considering that, you know, there isn't much levity right now. And I'm not saying there has to be levity at all times, but, you know, this is pretty heavy stuff for Konosuba, which is normally more upbeat and light. Now, I guess I'm wondering, like, Kazuma feels pretty darn defeated about this whole thing, and now Megumin's sort of starting to lean that way. Who's gonna snap them out of their funk? Because I feel like somebody at this point needs to, like, kick the doors in and say, like, okay, yeah, you might be right about all that. We come from different worlds, we hold different stations, but, most importantly, Darkness is our friend. And frankly, I don't think, Aqua has the skills to do it. Nice though it would be. You know, I'm getting vibes of, like, Lupin the Third in the Castle of Cagliostro. Like, you know, the main characters need to raid the castle, stop the wedding. At least I hope that's how things go, but, you know, maybe it would be funnier if something else happened. I mean, somehow I get the feeling somebody's going to say something like, I object to this union. Ooh. Yeah, this is, not good. Wiz seems to be getting up to stuff, and, huh. I'm wondering if she's somehow involved. I mean, I guess it, like, I can see a little bit of something going on with this device here. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's somehow involved, like Cosmo uses that in some way. Wow, so Cosmo's really just made like a bunch of mundane things like an apple slicer and a potato peeler. Like, I feel like those aren't things you would really need to invent. Okay, so this guy knows what's up here. Like, Venier, he probably has an understanding of, like, the situation with the debt and all that. So I'm wondering, like, if he'd cut Cosmo a nice deal just to sort of, like... Huh, okay, no. I guess he is a devil after all. He's sort of leveraging this to his advantage. You know, I was sort of hoping that this would be like, almost like a pro bono thing, like I'm giving you a bonus early. Alright, so Vanya's asking the real questions here, essentially, like, there's gotta be a secret to Alderp. And I guess the underlying point is that it would be unwise to rush into things without knowing what's going on. Okay. Yeah, so I guess handing over a little bit of intellectual property, that's probably not that bad in comparison to what Cosmo would receive. Oh. Man, it's over! Aqua literally managed to ruin everything. Oh dear. You know, I guess this is more interesting if everyone's forced to go in blind. That would be kind of funny, but man. You know, I do kind of know what sort of a secret Alderp has that Venier would be at liberty to discuss. Alright, well. I guess that's something, you know, he's not dead for good. Man, like, just look in the camera like that, like, come on, Aqua, if anybody's a pest here, it's you. Ooh. You know, I sort of figured it would have to do with the Destroyer. Like, it does make sense, seeing as how that was essentially the root of much of the problem. So I'm wondering, like, you know, despite the trial and all that, did Darkness, like, take out massive amounts of credit to... Oh. Ooh, we're injecting a little bit of realism here. You know, if all the farmlands were trampled, then, like, you know, that's not good. You need crops. Oh dear. Wow. So this is, rather scummy of Alderp. You know, it's like crops can grow back up, but... I mean, sure, like, you can say that, but... Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. So this is really, like, sort of everyone's fault. Like, the Destroyer, the flooding Aqua caused, like, all of this has strained Darkness's family. So I guess, like, you know, even if they were saving Darkness, it wouldn't be... it wouldn't be them, like, doing her a favor. If anything, this would be repaying her for collateral damage they have caused. Wow. Now, this really puts everything into perspective in a rather neat way. Like, you know, it was one thing when the town was destroyed and the flooding and all that stuff, and, you know, stuff was trampled by the destroyer. Like, the destruction was seemingly bad enough, but that it has all these repercussions. So I guess this is it then. You know, the fire is lit underneath Kazuma. He has to do this now. Ooh. So there's the trade-off, you know, Kazuma wipes out his entire net worth to help Darkness and bail her out. But surely Eldrip wouldn't just accept all the money, you know. Okay, so now Eldrip is going to violate all sorts of traditions about marriage and all that, like, you're not supposed to see the bride before the ceremony itself. You know, I hope he gets his comeuppance. You know, even if Megumin doesn't blow things up, I do hope Kazuma just slugs him or something. You know, props to this guy. Like, he might just be an ordinary person doing his job, but he at least has a spine. So I'm wondering, you know, is he laying the groundwork here? Is he sort of sowing a seed of doubt? Yeah, you know, I have to say I'm really enjoying this episode in no small part because it's been very earnest. Like, there's a lot of serious stuff going on. And, you know, there is a little bit of funny stuff too, but, like, the serious stuff is treated with, well, weight. You know, like, there is actual serious business going on. So I guess the question is, you know, is Darkness really realizing that this whole thing is a bad idea? I mean, sure, she might be duty-bound to go through with this thing, but... Well, at least Darkness has a pretty good understanding on how everyone would react should they know about the debt. Although I'm not sure about Kazuma. Like, I think she might be judging him a little bit too harshly. I mean, especially considering that she thinks he won't do anything. I mean, it seemed like he was going to do something regardless, but now that he knows that a lot of this stuff can be traced in part to him. Oh. The best priestess in town is blessing the wedding. That's suspicious, because I know of one particular archpriestess of a very high level. Oh dear. And I do believe Darkness shares the faith that Aqua is nominally a part of. Man, wouldn't that be the twist if Aqua was essentially in disguise here? I have to say again, I am really impressed with how earnestly this whole thing has been handled. Despite like little bits of comedy here and there. And I guess the best part is that I wouldn't have expected something like this from Konosuba. Wow. Okay, so, like, she's made it down the aisle unobstructed, but surely something's gotta happen now, right? Or if not now, then soon. Okay, so the priestess is, talking smack. Yeah, she's certainly making her feelings known, whoever she is. Wow. Like, I don't blame the crowd for being kind of uncomfortable hearing something like this. Like, for something like that to be said so earnestly and matter-of-factly. Alright. I'm kind of impressed with Aqua that she managed to play things straight for so long. Or, not, I guess, embarrass herself. Alright. Let's go. So I guess the question is, where's Megaman hiding? Like, surely she's got to be lying in wait, prepared to blow up the whole thing. Alright, well that's it for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, then by all means, tune in for the next one. See you, Space Cowboy.